Okay, well, it says end broadcast, so hopefully, you know. Thanks. Okay, I'm gonna turn just a little bit of music on for myself, because I can. Sucks that I can't see people popping in, I don't think, live chat. Okay. Alrighty then. I think I am live. Let's see. Okay. Bear with me. This is my first live stream that I've ever done. So, well, not ever, but with OBS. So it's a little different. So I'm still working through some of this stuff. Hopefully I'll get the hang of this by the end of today. We'll see. All right. So, let's see. Checking on YouTube. All right. Nobody's here. That's okay. We'll just wait a little bit and yeah, actually, I'm just gonna draw. Why not? And if somebody says something, then they will say something. Okay. Make me way smaller. Okay, well, we are here on YouTube. I'm going to be drawing some of the stuff that well, actually I'm just going to draw the thing that I'm literally working on for this month. It's the end of the year for goddess stuff. So, I'm finishing off with a classic German folktale. Hole is her name. And if you feel free to chat with me. The whole purpose of this whole live stream, I keep forgetting where my camera is. The whole purpose of this live stream is to ask you guys some questions. What are you guys looking for in this channel? And for you guys to ask questions too, or, you know, chit chat, whatever. You can draw with me if that suits you. I might have the music up a little bit more. Let's see. And yeah, feel free to comment, and I'd love to hear from all of you, if you're comfortable, of course. And I guess I will get started drawing live. Okay. Still getting used to this OBS thing. It's very fancy, like more fancy than what I'm used to. So, let's get to it. All right. I'll look up every once in a while to see if anybody chit-chatted with me. But for the most part, unless if somebody has, I'll probably be pretty quiet. Hopefully not. We'll see. Maybe. Maybe some of my pals will come on for this live stream. And I do have a bit of a delay on this as well. So it might take a little, like a second for me to actually, you know, message you. Hopefully I got this all right. Okay, I'm gonna stop. pop in every once in a while. And talk. Folktale, which isn't the darker version of her. I guess it kind of is. It's more like a grim fairy tale. In fact, it is a grim fairy tale. But she has a couple other very obscure vibes, and she might have actually been, really old goddess, like even before Norse mythology. So, I was going to dive into that, but I might actually wait until next Christmas to do her darker, more god mythology. That actually Everybody popped in yet? Nope, not yet.
People tell me, baby, can't be satisfied. Trying to worry me, baby, but I never get you in myself. People worry, baby, can't keep you satisfied. Let me tell you, baby, you ain't nothing but a stupid, no good jack. I went to sleep last night. I worked as hard as I can. I bring home my money. You take my money, give it to another man. I should have quit you, baby. Oh, such a long time ago. I wouldn't be here with all my troubles down on this killing floor. Sleep me, baby, till the juice runs down my leg. Sleep me, baby, till the juice runs down my leg. The way you squeeze my lemon, I'm gonna fall right out of bed.
no, is the music loud? Crap, here. I can turn it down. Can you hear me now? Maybe it was picking up the back. Whoopsies. I'm bumping it over here. I've got a whole thing going on. It's a dance party. Okay, let's see. Let's color this in. Oh, good. So, I'm making a goddess, a German goddess. I don't know if you heard that part. She's, well, kind of a goddess. This version of her is a German folktale, a Christmas story, actually, kind of. She's kind of like she's actually like the old school. I don't know if you know who Krampus is, but she's like the precursor to that, which is like a an evil Christmas monster. But anyway, she is clearly not a Christmas monster, but she causes it to snow. But I was going to do a two-parter, and I can't because Christmas is just too crazy right now already. And so I'm only going to do one, but I wanted to do a live stream. And, you know, I know we're buds, but I can ask you these questions too. I wanted to go live because I kind of wanted to see what people wanted. If, you know, like what things they want out of this channel. You know, are there any myths or stories or gods you want to see? Do you want to see drawing videos? What kind of drawing videos or what other mediums? So, you know, those are kinds of things that I was going to do today on this live stream and just kind of, you know, also draw. So feel free to draw with me. I didn't realize I was jamming. I'm glad you showed up because I wouldn't have known otherwise. I would have been blasting this fucking music. Anyway, so yeah, if you want to chip in and let me know any of those things or anything that interests you, of course, I'm always willing to hear. You've already contributed quite a bit and helped a lot, so I really, really appreciate that. But I'm trying to do more because I'm always trying to do more. It's me. Always doing more. Always doing more, Katie. That should be my nickname. Oh, goodness gracious. I need to figure out where my light source is. Well, it's gonna not be there. Excuse me. That's not what I wanted. I keep hitting my mic. This pen is too tiny. change it. Actually, I'm gonna change this up a little bit. I'm gonna make it a different color. Not that color. That's fucking terrible. No, I actually like that. An audio call? Oh my goodness. Maybe audio call. I'm gonna be doing this stream for, let's see, probably another, like, I'm gonna give it another 20 minutes. We'll see if anybody else comes. I like that I'm chatting at you at the chat box thing, but this is actually where you are. So, but of course I wouldn't mind a call from you. You're like the best, so. God. There we go. Just getting better. Oh dear. Gonna have to redo that. Oh, it's okay, Suze. I don't mind if you're slow at typing, to be perfectly honest. If it bothers you, I totally understand, but I don't really care because, you know, well, I'm just drawing here, so it just gives me more time to look down whatever I'm doing. I'm gonna have to redo my little loggy lines, but that's okay. I should have done that earlier. I might as well do the glowing lights as well since I'm here. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but it looks like I might. Oh, stop. God. It's taking every ounce of me not to, like, sing while I do my stuff. Because that's just what I do. Nobody wants to hear that shit, I promise. It's really, really bad. So I'm gonna, I don't know if you're gonna call or if you're typing, but I'm gonna re-strategize next year since it'll be a year now of doing goddess work. So I'm gonna do something a little different next year. I think I'm gonna focus on portraits a little bit, goddess portraits with some symbology throughout the portrait, and I'm gonna do a goddess a month at least, maybe 2 a month, who knows, instead of doing what I have been doing, which has been 2 a month. And I'm also, my goal is to actually start my comic instead. Not instead, but like with it. So I'm gonna have my witchy comic simultaneously. And I need to dedicate more time to it so I don't have enough time to do all of it. So those are my future goals. Reducing some time making elaborate goddess videos, still making at least one, but maybe doing some more drawing videos, and my comic. Because I kind of think my comic's pretty cute. But I'm also biased, so that's not right. That's not right at all. Okay, actually we're gonna do this first. Keep making marks. Oh, that's not. Never mind. Okay, that's fine for now. There is a cross beam thing. These houses are so strange. You can call me on Messenger. I can call, I mean, if you want to just call me in general, I can put you on speakerphone, or we can wait until about 20-ish minutes. Oh no, I have to sneeze. Okay. Oh boy. Hi.
That's cute, by the way. That was so cute.
Wait, what?
You're sneezing.
Oh, stop it. I'm still technically live, Suze. Is that okay?
I know. I'm watching you right now.
You're gonna hear yourself on echo.
I muted the live stream,
Oh, that's good.
but I have you loud and clear on my messenger thing.
Oh, that's good. All right. What did you want to call about?
Oh, it was just difficult for me to talk and to type and stuff, so I just decided to call because your
sorry. Your girl's slow. That's okay. If this works, then it works. Oh boy, as I knock my camera over. I'm just gonna knock everything over. No, shoot, go for it. It's nice to have somebody to talk to, so I'm not all alone here in this lonely channel right now.
Yeah. Okay, I'm getting ready to join the drawing. So,
Ooh.
I'm just doing stuff.
No, you're good. You're good, you're good.
Okay. I missed the last part though, because I was doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So can you repeat what you were saying?
Yes. So I'm gonna do a different. By the way, sorry, I have another viewer on YouTube. I just wanted to clarify. I'm on a call with Susie right now too because it's just easier that way. But if you want to chat with me in the chat box, leave a message. We're gonna be talking about the channel, what people want from the channel. Stories and myths, or if you guys want to see more drawing videos. So make sure to comment on this channel, like the chat box, and let me know. I'm on voice chat with Suze right now because she said your girl's slow. So hopefully you guys can hear her too, but she's gonna ask questions. I'll probably repeat the question too, or have comments. And yeah, I'd love to hear from all of you guys. All right, so the last thing I said was that I'm going to focus. So this is this drawing that I'm working on currently. This is going to be my final drawing for this entire year. So I will have done a year of goddesses so far, and that's like 2 goddesses, per month. So what I'm going to do next year is I'm going to probably minimum do 1 goddess a month. And I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but I'm going to focus more on portraits with the goddess, get some really good video quality, but I think what I'm also going to focus on is my comic. So my little witchy comic that I've been mulling over, and probably posting those here on YouTube as well. So I was curious what other people would think of that, instead of having 2, every other week having a goddess or a myth, having...
I mean, that certainly opens up more variety. So, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
And you don't also burn yourself out.
Right. And it is a lot of work doing the goddess work too, just because, there's a lot of research in it, and a lot of goddesses, they overlap, or they, there's just not enough information about a lot of them. I don't know if you guys have noticed, I haven't touched any Greek or Roman, any of the mainstream goddesses or gods yet. And that's because I wanted to showcase more obscure goddesses, stories that a lot of people just don't know about. And now I'm realizing kind of why that's the case, because there's a lot of research behind that. So that is my little spiel. So Susie, I have Susie on my little chat here. We're chatting together. So hopefully you guys can hear her. Let me know if you can in the chat box. Did you have any questions for me?
Which one are you talking to? Me or chat?
You, sorry. I'll make that more clear next time.
Okay. Shit, I'm on the spot. I'm forgetting right now.
Oh no, it's okay. No pressure. That's fine. That's hilarious.
When it comes, I'll ask it again, okay?
What?
When I remember it, I'll ask you.
Okay, sounds good. No problem. So, I guess let me ask you a question, and I'm going to ask other people too. So this is a question for everybody that's watching right now on the live stream, including Susie, who is officially on the phone with me. So one of the questions I was curious about is what kind of myths or gods or what kind of things do you want to see on this channel the most?
So far were doing the unknown people as much. It's been really interesting to like especially like that Persian one. That one was really interesting to me because I didn't know that they were like one of the oldest civilization, I think you said. So I thought that was like really cool, and so it's really great to hear stuff like that. But I think another thing I wanted more from this channel would be the heroine. How do you say it?
Yeah, heroin. Yes.
Hero, whatever. Just like I would like a little bit more of a focus on that because like when you hear about like either heroes or even real life heroes, especially like women, like oh my god, I get so excited to hear about them because it's so hard to find information on people like that, and so it's also kind of like empowering.
Yeah, no, that
So
makes...
I just like really enjoy hearing more about that, and I feel like that won't take as much effort because like their story is so small. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it makes sense. Heroines are interesting, because you're right, there's not... I mean, there are heroines in a lot of mythology, but there's not... there's not as many as you would think, especially great epics, I would say. So, and a lot of the heroines that we do know about, too, or like big stories, tend to be more, we've got our Roman and our Greek heroines, etc. So, since I haven't been trying to actively pull any heroines from cultures that might not, like more indigenous cultures, I haven't been actually doing as much research, but I definitely can. I think that would be fun, and that you make a really good point. Yeah, because like heroines are one of those... It is really inspiring to get like a really cool hero. Even Joan of Arc was kind of a cool hero. Weird,
yeah,
but cool.
And I still get so mad on her behalf just because of like how badly she was treated for that. But like just knowing how brave and like how like she just took charge of everything, like I really enjoyed that because yeah, I just think like she was so interesting.
Yeah. Oh no, definitely. So, some more heroines is kind of what Susie was saying that she would like to see more of. So what kind of media, like, do you want to see more art videos too, like drawing or painting videos, or do you want more stuff like that also, I guess is what I'm trying to say, but poorly. Ha ha ha.
Well, it would be nice, but I like this draw with thing, like, because it just, like, I feel there's not as much opportunity to go out there specifically just for drawing, so us being, art enthusiasts, like, it's kind of hard to meet up just for art sometimes, so I would enjoy more of this, actually.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if we can... I know we can find a medium if people wanted to come in and actually chat and talk while we do art all together, have like a max of like 10 people, have people sign up and see if they want to actually participate. I think that's not a bad idea. It makes it more fun. That's for sure. So, are you looking for more traditional or digital mediums, or are you... or does it really not matter, just anything?
It doesn't really matter to me. I like all kinds of things. Oh, you know what would be cool? Would be to do kind of like a themed one.
Oh, yeah. What kind of themes are you thinking?
So I'm thinking, like, if, like, say, we're, like, to bring it back to your channel, it would be like if there's like a certain goddess that we're focusing on, we could put our own interpretation into it, like a little, like you basically like give out like, okay, so this is this goddess, this is like what she's most known for, and has like this kind of thing, and like if more people join us, then we can have our own little interpretation of it, like our own style as artists.
Yeah, actually,
Does that make sense?
no, that does make sense. That's actually a really good idea, Suze. I like that. I like it. Can I steal it? Can we do it?
Are you nice enough?
I don't know. Am I?
Of course you can.
God, I don't know if I'm nice enough.
Of course, you are so lovely. I love you to death.
Oh goodness gracious. I'm gonna have Susie on all the time just because she's just compliments the shit out of me all the time, and I need it sometimes. It's pretty bad. So I guess like another thing is, so you want to see more heroines, but like, what other things are you kind of looking for, you think?
What other things?
So
Like out of the goddesses, or?
yeah, or it doesn't have to be goddesses. Would you like to see? I guess the thing that gets me is that there are a lot of art channels out there, and a lot of people do want to see art and techniques and that kind of thing, and that's totally fair. Everybody has a different way of doing things. Some people, you might see somebody do figure drawing a million gajillion times, and there's that one person that you really connect with finally after 50 people, and you're like, finally I get what they're saying. So I guess like, because I am kind of thinking about doing some techniques and for the art, is that something that would interest you at all? Like what my techniques are, breaking down the art itself, or should I just stick with the mythology and not go too deep on other?
I would think that if you go around that route, I don't think that you need to necessarily do a tutorial, but more so like, what's your process? Why did you come to this decision instead of like, say, another decision? Because I do feel like it is a little like, when it comes to art channels on YouTube, I noticed that there's a lot of oversaturation of the like tutorials and how to draw in this specific way, which is, I mean, it's great. It's like awesome because it is very like, welcoming to people, but at the same time, I feel like that's also a very oversaturated thing. I had a point, and like now I'm losing my train of thought. Wait, can I?
Yeah, you're fine. It's YouTube.
What was I saying? Fuck. Okay. Anyway, it is kind of like oversaturated already, but if you do like your process, like your own story of your own stuff, I feel like that's more interesting to me. An artist that I think would be really interesting to watch of or like a good example, I feel like I've told you about her before. Her channel is like Furry Little Peach.
Yes.
And she doesn't really do tutorials or anything. She just shows her process of like her research, or like what steps she takes to go about her projects that she's doing. So
Oh,
in your case, it would be like more like the research aspect.
I
So
didn't even
you
think of
can
that.
show off like what you know and like how to find the information or something like that.
That is a excellent idea, and I need to write these things down. Sorry. Okay, so research. So videos on like how I research or how to find things, like how I get my myths, etc. Is that kind of what you're saying?
Yeah. And then, or maybe like what you're inspired by, or like this is like what interests you, what drew you into this. So it's basically the behind the scenes of what you're already doing.
Mm-hmm. No, that's a really good idea.
So that's
Why is that interesting to you? Out of curiosity.
I don't know. I feel like it makes people feel more human on the internet. Like, cause like you like say those regular art channels, like they have the professional side when it's like you're already showing the subject and you know like they have what's that word called? Like
Rapport?
a process of like
Oh.
research. Like you know what I'm trying to say, right?
Kind of.
Yeah. So like regular art channels, like they show off the tutorials, they this stuff, they it shows like the end product basically,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't feel very human in a way. It feels more like a teacher
Yes.
where you're showing off the end product and like, which is, I mean, it's good to have like learning things like you have things like Art Broco or something,
Yes.
uh,
Which is a great
great
channel.
for learning.
Yeah.
But I feel like in this case, because it's more about stories and like relating to it, and I feel like it touches more on a more human side of like why are we still interested in this kind of stuff.
Mm. So, would
One
you...
of the great things about, sorry,
No, go for it.
what were you
Keep going.
saying?
No, keep going. Tell me more.
Okay. One of the great things about art, in my opinion, is that it's really great for connecting with people, or even, you know, like when you're in the like when you're in a bad space, um, what do you reach for the most? And for me, it's like I like reading stories that I relate to, or having like being surrounded by of content that I find relatable, that I enjoy, because art really makes you want to live. It's what being human is about, and stories is really what makes us human.
That's a really good point. So, would you say to make that a separate process for each video? Like, you know, kind of why, for instance, this particular myth, why did I decide to do whole, or why whole is important to me and why it should be important to you too, is so separate videos kind of like that is what you're saying.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, it doesn't have to be as important to me, but like it's showing like why you chose it,
Mm.
why it's important to you. I think is a great thing.
I think that's really reassuring and really awesome too, just because I think a lot of people think that you have to do art that's people pleasing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that is where we go wrong as artists, in my opinion.
I think that's, I agree with that. Yeah. I think that's kind of, like, there's a point where I think that's fair, but then I think there's a separate point where it's like, you know, I know we have to monetize, but I also know that if you just do it strictly for that, it's gonna die. It's not gonna live for very much longer. No, this is awesome. Thank you. I think these are all super, super duper helpful tips for sure.
Oh, like, what this reminds me of, sorry, like kind of random tangent, but it kind of goes with it. You remember how Game of Thrones was like super duper like popular, and like everybody's like getting tattoos over it, or like even relating to the characters themselves.
Yes.
And then,
of course.
And it was all great. Like like you kind of could see like not just Game of Thrones, but like Harry Potter or something like that. Like there's that connection where it becomes a part of our lives and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then they fucked up Game, and like it disappeared completely. So that's kind of like a god, say for example, a god falling away. Like, and then you remember that god anymore.
That's true. There's, yeah. I'm reading a book.
I know that's like a silly way of saying it, but I feel like that makes sense in a way.
No, it makes perfect sense. I totally know exactly what you're saying. Yeah, no, it's true. This has been really, okay, so this has been really enlightening. It's really nice to hear another person's perspective on stuff like this, because, you know, it's really hard to do everything by myself, because I can't, it's hard to filter yourself. You can't be your own filter, because it just becomes diluted in you, and you're marinating in yourself, and it's like, that's not okay. I'm not getting any other opinions, and I'm not the only person that's right, and I don't know the right way of doing things, you know, all the time. Like, I might be pretty good at some stuff, but fuck, not everything. So it's really good to get other people's input on what they want, what they expect, because what people want might not line up with what I think too. And like, there's a lot of things you brought up that I didn't even think about, including something like the heroines thing. Like, I've only presented like 2 heroines, I think, in a whole year. So, you know, knowing that other people find inspiration with stories and epics like that kind of inspires me to find other epics and stories that are, you know, like basically badass ladies kicking ass too, you know.
Yeah. I mean, like, both definitely have their, like, just because you focus more on the goddess side doesn't mean that, you know, like, doesn't mean like it was a wrong choice or something like that. Like, I'm not telling you to be like it's not like a terrible thing that you focus more on that. I mean, that's just what you focused on. And so why is that so hard?
This is why Susie's on the phone instead of typing. Although I prefer typing, because I will like read I literally will type something and then I'll read it 5 or 6 times, try to make sure it's okay, and then I'll send it. Usually with like a million exclamation points, just so people know I'm very excited about all the things I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well, the problem with that is like, one, I'm like slowly like pressing the letters, and it's just like S-T-A-Y and in space, and like it's just, oh my god, I feel like a fucking grandma.
It's fine. I will try not to tease you about it.
No, it's fine. It's just it's a little frustrating, because it's like like my thought process is just way faster in verbal form than I am in typing form.
Oh,
and
yeah.
so like my brain like just goes way too fast for my hands.
Yeah, no, I actually do feel that. Then I just decide to make really easy mistakes because, you know, it's easier for my brain. I just let it go. Like, okay, I know I spelled that wrong, but they know what I'm talking about, even though I sound totally mental right now. It's fine. No, I know what you're saying, though, just to get back a little bit on topic. I understand you're not saying that I did a bad route or anything. That's not what I meant. I just didn't really think about it as I was choosing some of these things. Or honestly, sometimes I had other people choose the goddesses that I did pick. And, you know, I didn't really think like, hey, you know, other people could be totally inspired by doing heroines and not just focusing on the goddesses too. So that's kind of what I was going at. Well, I think this is a really good opportunity to this is my first live stream I've done with this particular platform too. And I think if people want to join a live stream, like do an actual draw along with me, you know, Suze, you too, if that's something that interests people, we can do that. And then, you know, if you're comfortable, you don't have to be necessarily on camera. If you're just comfortable, you know, like just with voice chat, that would be super cool. Or if we want to do private events, that's also an option. But yeah, I think that's a really cool activity for people to kind of join in on too if they really wanted to do that. That's a great idea. I didn't even think about that. But
Yeah.
I think I might, because it's been an hour and 15 minutes, an hour and 20. I did a long one, so I think I'm gonna call it for tonight. And we can keep talking, Suze, but I'm gonna wrap this up if you want to wait or not. Oh, it's Cookbook Divas. Hello, Carrie. Hi. But yeah, so I guess I'll wrap this up. I had Susie chatting with me because it is a lot easier, I know, from personal live streaming other experience. And I don't know how to do OBS and have two people talking simultaneously. So I need to figure that out eventually. So she's on my phone because, you know, I too am an old lady, Susie. So I'm like holding my phone up to my speaker. So I'm just going to wrap this up. I have been streaming for an hour and 20 minutes and drawing kind of a little bit. But so for those of you that did join me today, thank you so much for watching this live stream. It means a lot to me, and we'll be doing more live streams, probably more on Monday nights. It seems to be a good time for people. Hopefully. We'll see. And we might do little events where if you want to come draw too and you want to chat with me, that would be excellent, just like what Susie did with me. So that would be super cool. And yes, make sure I will post some of these questions probably on the community post. So feel free to comment down below with any answers. But we'll be doing this probably next week. Thank you guys so much for chatting with me. We will talk to you next time.